This is our home, Megatron. We will stay, we will fight, and we will win. That's my point. Dude, anytime I'm allowed to unbox a new Optimus figure, you're gonna see me hype. That's just like part of my nature. And this is not just an Optimus figure, but this is one of my childhood Optimus Primes. Alongside the Bayverse and Transformers Prime, the games carried my childhood. Literally, like, it's built on the shoulders of these games. War for Cybertron, one of my favorite games of all time, and they surprised the heck out of me by making a gamer edition of Studio Series. And as expected with Studio Series, they improved on the original. By all means, let's get into a new unboxing of a new Optimus Prime. Let's roll!
Alfonso, this is Optimus Prime. Transform and roll out!
What's up, Alfonso Nation? Welcome back, everybody, and here, out there, everywhere, from sea to shining sea, Cybertronians of all ages. It is your boy, Alfonso Peterman, and welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Teletraan Unboxings. Let's freaking go. It's about to go down. Because if you don't know, that Optimus Prime is like the soul and the blood pumping through the veins of my passion for the franchise. Now you know. Because that's exactly why I'm hyped today. Today we have a figure of a character that I freaking adore with everything in me, and this is a rendition of the character from the original War for Cybertron video game. Bro, what? I wasn't expecting them to release this gamer edition of Studio Series, so the fact that they're doing this is freaking awesome. Now, I had the original Optimus Prime at one point for this game, and he was cool, he was decent. The one that I had wasn't the best, but it got the job done. This is a whole new revamped version of my favorite character for one of my favorite games of all time. War for Cybertron is a game I still play today. Like, it's one of the only games I still play that I played from my childhood, along with Follow Cybertron. Those two games, I mean, like, my whole childhood is built on that. Man, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But we have the War for Cybertron Gamer Edition Studio Series 03, the third edition, the third version of the Gamer Edition, Optimus Prime. This is a Voyager class, and this is beautiful. Y'all don't even understand. Like, this is awesome. I got him at Big Bad Toy Store. He might be out of stock right now at the time I'm recording this, but they might restock. But if you want to find them in stores, they are showing up in GameStops across the United States. I don't know about anywhere else outside of the US. Let's do it, because I can't wait to get him out. So here he is. This is the packaging. He looks freaking awesome. I love the art of him. You've got him. He is the third edition Optimus Prime Gamer Edition. Beautiful War for Cybertron logo. Man, I can't. Just seeing that logo is so nostalgic. You got a shot of him, kind of like a narrow shot of him. Instead of the Autobot or Decepticon logo, they have like the little player controls, which is cool. On the other side, you got number 3, and you have a tighter profile of him. And then you have him on the back. You have him in robot and in alt mode. He transforms in 22 steps, and he has a bio. Optimus Prime enacts a plan to be captured by the Decepticons in an effort to save Zeta Prime. Very cool. The seal is broken. Let's go, Optimus Prime. Da 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 da. Oh, he's so nice, man. He's so nice. I'm so happy right now. This is not even. This is not even. There you go. There he is. This is what it looks like in packaging. He kind of has the insert. He's tied up, and then they just kind of taped over all the accessories to the back. Oh, dude, this is so much nicer. Oh, this is so much nicer than the original one. Man, this is a beat. This is dope. This is Optimus Prime, the Gamer Edition from War for Cybertron, and already I am absolutely in love. Absolutely in love. This figure is incredible. I'm already in love. Because I remember what the original looked like. I remember exactly what the original was like, and this crushes it. It's not a perfect figure, but, you know, for a Voyager quality, I think it looks really nice, and it perfectly captures his game aesthetic. Dude, what is happening? Bro, this is crazy. Studio Series is known for doing this, and they did a great job. Alright, so here we go. Accessories. I know he comes with the Ion Blaster and the Battle Axe. Yep, that's exactly what we have, so It actually wasn't too destructive with the paper. I can't complain too much on that one. This is the Ion Blaster, and while it is, you know, everything kind of feels a little more, like a little on the cheaper end, it has a larger scale, better sculpting than the original. The original Ion Blaster was pretty sad, in my opinion. I mean, it was spring-loaded, it transformed, and it was tiny. It just didn't really fit as well as this one does. So this is the Ion Blaster, and he's really nicely sculpted. It's pretty game accurate. You got the barrel, it kind of tightens up here like it does in the game, and here, and then you have the insert at the base of it for him to peg his arm into. And essentially, I think the arm just completely comes off. You have to like remove the arm to peg in the Ion Blaster to give it more of a game accurate appearance, because in the game his arm just became the blaster. I think you just pull the forearm right off, and then you'll have a peg there, and then you'll have the forearm, and then you'll just peg it in like that. You'll just peg it. And I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I think he looks good, and it is way more game accurate than the original, because the original, you had him holding the blaster. That's not how it looked in the game, so it's more game accurate here. This is the axe, so it comes in two pieces. You got the blade, you got the short end of the blade and the larger end, and then you have this, so you can just kind of, wait, how does it work? Oh, the other end. And you just kind of peg it in like that, and then there you go, you got the axe, the battle axe. And the battle axe is decent. It has the detailings that you need. You know, it has like the little circuitry detailings on the edge here, and then you have some here. Then you have the nice detailings all throughout the handle, but you don't have much paint. It's very unpainted. It looks a little bland, a little cheap. You got the orange on the end, so it's supposed to kind of have that not energon, but like fiery look, but it's not a strong orange. It's kind of like a faded yellowish orange, which doesn't really work too well for me. You can actually detach the end of this axe, and then you can like split it in two, and then you can just like rotate it around, and then he has the full effect. You know, he has the double, you know, they're both equal on both ends, which I find to be really cool. So it doesn't look as good with the paint, but the sculpting, the scale, and the functionality is kind of cool. And then at the base of it, you can remove it, and this is also to apply the axe to his hand if you'd like. You can just peg it in there and then just attach on the other side, and there he is wielding his axe, the battle axe, and he is wielding the blaster. I can put it back on him to get the full effect. Boom! He looks pretty good with the axe and with the blaster together. I think that's a really nice combo. That really captures him in the game so incredibly well. The Ion Blaster looks good. The scale is much better because, you know, it's a Voyager as opposed to the original Deluxe. And it just looks overall nicer. It just has it still captures the aesthetic. As for the additional hand, the forearm, you can peg it into his butt, but what is that? Like, what even is that? That makes absolutely no sense. To me, that's like my least favorite thing. I mean, it is storage, but it doesn't make any sense. But I guess from the front it doesn't look too bad, but I know it's there, so that's not something I'm gonna do. But I love him. Oh my goodness, let's go Optimus Prime, baby. War for Cyber. I'm gonna have him next to my Omega Supreme, and he's gonna be perfect for that. But I love this one. This one is fantastic and the only one that I need. I love the double Autobot logos on the shoulders. I love the red and the blue combo. I like that that color of gray. I'm glad it's not a brighter gray. It's kind of like a darker gray, so it's not too intrusive. And then you have some red painting in the waist section, and I'm sure he has some pretty solid articulation. You've got the wheels on his shoulders, and you got the leg wheels kind of like on the back of the calves. Now, one thing that I did have an issue with from the images was the hollow thighs. I didn't like that at all. But in person, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. For me, it was an eyesore in the images, but in person, it's not bad. I don't even care anymore. One of the coolest things that I love about him is the fact that, yes, his chest opens up to the matrix of leadership. Whoa, that is so freaking cool. For a Voyager class figure, that's just so awesome. I just love that. Optimus Prime from the video game has the Matrix of Leadership Studio Series, and you can remove it. It's not just one of those sculpted matrices. You can actually take it out and remove it, and you can see what it looks like. I'm gonna try to zoom in here and post but you got the core of the Matrix painted blue, you got the gold edges, and then you've got the gray overall molding around it. Looks cool. The other side of it is just like a hollow peg. It's a Voyager, so they didn't have to include this at all. But even the actual like chest cavity where you see the Matrix, like the core, the chest, all the detailings, they didn't have to really go that crazy with it, but they did. All right, articulation time. Let's do it. Okay, let's not take the arm off. Arm comes up, comes down, goes all the way around. Rotation. The wrist does rotate, not all the way around, but far enough to get some movement in. Leg comes out, really high kick, comes down. Rotation at the thigh. It does come back, not too far. Actually doesn't come back that much at all. I'm gonna move it up. Leg comes up, very high kick up. Bend at the knee. The feet does move front and back. And there is ankle tiltage. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. And then he has head looks up, head looks down. Head can move all around. It looks like it is on a ball joint, so that's really awesome. And for those who are curious, you cannot remove the other arm. You can't remove this arm to put the blaster on the other arm. It's not like interchangeable with the arms. It's only this one here. Now let's check out the background, because I think the background is interesting. They chose Kaon. So the Decepticon city, because of the Kaon prison break part of the story. I would have preferred it if they did like the Decagon, for example. That was a big part of the first part of the story. Or Iacon, just like the city skyline of Iacon. Or even better, my most preferred would have been the core of Cybertron. It's where he actually became a Prime. It's where the final battle took place in that story, until it moved on into Terticon. But that would probably been better than the Kaon prison break, because that was only part of the story, but not a major part. I mean, it was, but it wasn't like the key takeaway for Optimus Prime in the video game. But it would have been cool to have this with like Breakdown or something, but not Optimus Prime. So I don't think I'll be using his background, but to each of their own. The joints are also decent. He's not too loose with the joints. His waist joint is a little looser than I would want it to be. I would want it to be a little firmer than that. The arms are pretty solid, not too bad, especially with the elbows, not too bad. The legs are very solid. Probably the most tighter joints are in the leg areas, but everything else looks and feels really nice. And let's just do some comparisons in the comparison segment. Here he is with the Transformers core class. I believe it's the War for Cybertron Kingdom Optimus Prime, to show you what it looks like next to a core class Optimus Prime, the more G1 styled. Next up, here he is with the Generations Orion Pax. Orion to Optimus, that beautiful combo. Next up, here he is with the mainline Transformers Rise of the Beasts Optimus Prime. This is the Voyager class. So 2 Voyager classes, just 2 different continuities, 2 different renditions of Transformers. They look pretty solid. I honestly, I love the video game design of Optimus Prime. I had to pick between the 2, but nevertheless, they are awesome. They are freaking cool. Next up, here he is with the Studio Series Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime. This is designed, obviously, out of the Bumblebee movie, and they both look incredible together. This is also a Voyager class, just to give you an idea. Next up, just to go up a scale a bit, to show you what he looks like compared to larger figures, here he is with the Bumblebee movie MPM-12, newly acquired figure that I have, thanks to one of my Alfonso Nation execs, Figment, I love you, and that is what they look like together. Obviously, you can tell between the difference in quality, but I love both of them just as much. They are 2 very special versions of Optimus Prime, and I adore it. Overall, this dude is super fun, and I'm so glad Studio Series is doing this line. I can't wait for Megatron. I can't wait for Megatron. And I saw the Bumblebee and the Barricade. They're pretty solid as well. Can't wait to check those out. I think I'm going to get Bumblebee, obviously, but Megatron is my next big hype for this lineup. Thank you, Hasbro, seriously, for doing these in Studio Series format, because you're really giving them justice. I'm honestly preferring these way better than the originals. But that's pretty much it. If I had to rate this guy on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm going to give him a solid 9. Some of the plastic feels a little thin, a little hollow, a little low quality, but he looks great. He feels great overall, aside from the plastic. And the joints are tight, the paint is there, the sculpting is there, everything is there. I mean, I love him. He's great. He's great for me. So thanks for watching. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I can't wait for Megatron to be revealed, because I feel like that is on the horizon. But that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till all are one. Roll out!